United States Secretary of State John Kerry has visited a refugee camp in Jordan for Syrians displaced by the civil war. It is home to some 115,000 people. He was met with demands for the U.S. to do more to aid those opposed to President Bashar al-Assad. Speaking to representatives of the refugees, Kerry sympathized with their plight.
Well, obviously the stories that I've just heard and the people that I've just met put a real face on the level of the humanitarian crisis, and it underscores the urgency of the international community, one, helping to take care of these people and relieve the burden, but two, helping to bring an end to this crisis in Syria. The stories are obviously horrendous. The life is very, very difficult. The burdens on Jordan are huge. And this is building into one of the great humanitarian crises on the face of the planet.
According to the United Nations, Syrian children are being severely hard hit by the conflict. The civil war will force a whole generation of children to grow up illiterate and filled with hate, paving the way for prolonged unrest, the UN Special Representative for Children and Armed Conflict said.
Children are just they lost their family, they lost their house, they lost the hope, and they are full of anger and hate. That's the future of Syria. So all of us, we have to do something about it. All of us, we have to stop this, and all of us, we have to help those who are trying to elevate the suffering to get the minimum that they need of access, of funding, of support, and to allow this support to mean something for these children, to reduce the level of hate and the level of anger.
According to a report released last month by the United Nations, thousands of children have already died as a result of the civil war, and they are being drawn into the conflict with belligerents on both sides of the battles, using boys and girls as soldiers and suicide bombers. Nearly 100,000 people are estimated to have died in the Syrian civil war, and the UN says it has created the worst refugee crisis since the Rwandan genocide in 1994.